Pronunciation is an important component to communication and allows us to get our points across clearly and effectively. A way to help with pronunciations is tongue twisters, as they are a phrase designed to be difficult to articulate properly. Voice and diction are also important components of communication as they improve speech and voice. There are many parts of our body that allow us to articulate properly, like tongue, teeth, hard palate, and soft palate. These create a voice that distinguishes us from other people, and vocal presentation changes based on how we use these variables. The sound of our voice conveys different emotions, so a higher pitched voice may indicate excitement, while a lower pitched voice may indicate a negative emotion. So pitch and volume of a speaker's voice will change how the audience perceives the message. Another component that can affect presenting or speaking is stage fright, which is a psychological condition that can cause anxiety or fear when performing in front of an audience. There are 4 different delivery methods when giving a speech. The first one is a memorized speech, which tends to be more theatrical. A scripted speech, which is appropriate when it's important not to miss any details, and when giving a technical presentation. An impromptu speech is delivered without any notes or preparation, which is usually when you're doing like a job interview or giving like a journalistic statement. The most effective delivery method is an extemporaneous speech, which is a speech where you have researched or created an outline before the presentation. In today's digital age, almost everything is attributed to signs and different symbols. Symbol manipulation is used by celebrities, politicians, and influencers all the time. Even like in advertising, symbols are used, like the Apple logo is apples are associated with Apple, the company, and Nike, the check mark, is related to the advertising. Hyper reality is what can result from this rise of symbols. It can result in the symbol becoming the replacement for the real object instead. So the symbol will be what is thought of first instead of the original purpose or meaning of the object. Besides using symbols to persuade your audience, you can also use Aristotle's persuasive appeals. The first one is pathos, which appeals to one's emotion, so you can get your audience to sympathize with your topic. Ethos is ethical appeal, so appealing to the morals or beliefs of your audience. The next one is logos, which appeals to logical argument. When communicating, it is not unusual to run into disagreements or get into arguments. That's why argumentation is important. It is an activity of developing and advancing opinions and responding to contrary viewpoints. It is the exchange of thoughts and ideas with other people about personal opinions regarding money, politics, religion, education, art, and personal relationships. When debating formally, there are 3 categories of conclusion to arguments. The first one is fact, which includes report, where propositions of facts report, describe, predict, or make fundamental assertions. Propositions of policy urge action to be taken or ceased. And formal debates, propositions of value promote judgments about morality, beauty, merit, or wisdom. There are 2 different speeches when giving formal debates. There are the constructive and rebuttal speeches. Constructive speeches are where arguments and debate are introduced, and rebuttal speeches are the response to the constructive speech. When giving a speech, it is important to know your audience and their background and demographics so you can best tailor your communication or speech towards them in a way that they will understand best. Um, learning as much as you can about your audience will allow you to interact with them effectively and connect with them more than a surface level. It is important to know the context of not only who you are speaking to, but also what the audience expects of you to best communicate your message to them.